Come on, wear a hat. The next movie I saw was Bone Tomahawk. This movie was good. This movie, it works. It works very well. I need to change this light. This movie was good, man. Russell or Kurt Russell, that dude from Insidious, some other guys. Uh, yeah, this movie was fun. Uh, the enemies, the indigenous bad guys who weren't very indigenous, but I won't get into it. They looked so cool. That vocal shriek that they used to communicate, fuck, that one, that was cool. You can tell that it's under budget, or that it's like cheaply done, but it has no effect on the story, and it is pretty solid all around. This is definitely a movie you can put on in front of your dad or something, and he doesn't need to care about what's happening, what's going on. It's definitely those movies you see on like Telemundo or something that you just kind of, oh yeah, this is something that I'm watching. And that works. The next movie I saw was Heartbreak Ridge. There's something about modern Clint Eastwood movies that rub me the wrong way. I mean, it worked during the 80s, 70s, and I guess late 60s. But after like the 90s, where Clint Eastwood is already old and like he plays the older guy, and then even more worse towards like now, where he plays not only an old guy but the oldest of the old guys in the scene. I'm rambling. Clint Eastwood's form of masculinity is starting to turn outdated. The way he talks about morals and ethics and values and shipbirds and like, I like Clint Eastwood. I think he's awesome. I just think this is like old man movies, and I'm not an old man yet, so I'm pretty sure I'll relate to this in maybe 70 years, 50 years maybe. But now it just kind of falls flat for me. This movie is fine. Actually, nothing really happens in this movie. They just train. They train for this fucking fight scene, and then they go into this like war zone, and like nothing necessarily happens in this war zone. It's a whole lot of nothing, just a lot of talking. There's definitely way better Clint Eastwood movies, better war movies, better character study movies. It's whatever. The next movie I saw was When the Wind Blows. This movie is so carefully done and beautifully written. It's simplistic but not overcomplicated. How do you write naiveness? How do you write false confidence? This movie brought this insecurity out of me. I think as a male, this movie brought out this masculine fear of how do I provide for myself, my family, and my loved ones, and how do I tell them that it's going to be okay while there is an inevitable destruction, horror, and just something out of my hands. How do I tell them that it's going to be okay when shit like that is fucking happening? I felt so small and crumbled to the thought that I can't do everything. And holy shit, it ruined me. This is about radiation. This is terrible. This is horrible. This is traumatizing. This is sad. I told you The Substitute made 4 movies, and this is the second one. The next movie I saw was The Substitute 2. Holy shit, how did they make a sequel out of this? This doesn't even have the main character from the last movie. Somehow and cleverly, they made an adjacent to this character that they have some history to and whatnot. How is it that they're doing the same fucking thing? Probably, no, they're not in the same state. How are they doing this again? How are you back in a position where you had to shoot up a school? What the fuck was this about? Just look at the trailer. Why is it so action-packed? This is happening in a high school. This movie is mindless, it's stupid, it works, it doesn't make any sense. How is there 2 more of these? And the next movie I saw was She's Gotta Have It. I thought that this was a different movie, a different Spike Lee movie. I think 10-30 minutes in, I thought, when is Carlos John Esposito supposed to be in this movie? Like, when does he come in? It turns out I was not watching that movie. I was watching this movie, not that movie. So I thought, it's fine, I'll watch it. And I think because I was under that mindset of that other movie, I was just a little disappointed and had to kind of reacclimate myself to the movie that I'm going to watch. And it's a very good character study. This movie was good. I didn't know it was going to be good. I didn't know it was going to be that movie. I liked it. There was a lot of talking, and I liked it. It was black and white, and I liked it. The next movie I saw was The Forbidden Kingdom. Jackie Chan and Jet Li, dude, I love it. It's my shit. I kind of grew up watching this movie. I owned a bootleg version of this movie. This movie has a weird special place in my heart. I know it's not good. I know it's not Crouching Tiger and the Hidden Dragon. But there's this kind of young adult novel energy to this that, of course, resonated with me as a young adult child at the time. It was very fun. I love Jackie Chan. I love the little drunken fist that he did. I love Jet Li. Jet Li smiling. Where do you see that? This movie was cool. I loved it. I liked the little tink, little blow. That was very cool. I really liked all of that. The next movie I saw was The Iron Claw. This movie was good. That haircut wasn't. This movie was good. It made me want to work out. I don't. It made me want to run laps. I don't. Right now I'm thinking about that opening shot with the ring, and there's just absolutely nothing around, and it's in black and white, and then you kind of get closer and closer, and you realize it's the dad. I think he's just kicking somebody's chest in or something, and then it brings out this like iron claw, and you kind of, and then, oh man, that scene, that shot, that, oh my god, that opening was so good. This movie starts off very happy, very energizing, very enthusiastic, and then once you kind of hit that peak, you start getting these kind of blocks kind of kicked under you, all these rugs swiped under you, and just fall after fall after fall. It really does break your heart to the point where there's a scene, I won't get too into it, but Zac Efron's character is crying, and his sons are asking, why are you crying, Dad? And he says his line, it hurts. Like, I was already crying, but that just fucking knocked my ass down. I felt it so damn much. This movie hurts. It's beautiful. Please watch it. The next movie I saw was Vampires Suck. I needed some kind of lift me up, and this movie was not it. This movie fucking sucked. As like a spoof movie, a parody movie, this movie was just kind of shit. But man, did Like, what the fuck is that about? Like, of course it made me laugh. I mean, I wasn't expecting no Orson Welles. Of course, this movie did have its funny moments, but overall, this movie just felt super dry, stale, outdated. It just, go fuck itself. The next movie I saw was Evan Almighty. I needed another upper, and I thought this was gonna do it. And the only way I can describe this movie is if a, you know, those really shitty fucking Christian movies that the ultimate message of the movie is believe in God. This movie was fine. The Christians won with this movie.
So, I did a mistake. I completely forgot to hit record on the last the last 5 movies, and I'm just gonna go through them super fast because I don't want to set up lights. I don't want to set up my camera. I'm just recording this through my phone. I'm gonna put it on my video because I'm already running so late. Emilia Perez, already a hot topic. Number 1, no. If we look at some of the best choreography that there is in any movie, such as West Side Story, La La Land, and just pick any kind of musical choreography movie, nobody does it like they do it in Emilia Perez, and it's a damn disrespect to the choreography. Welcome to the Dollhouse. Please, if you can find and watch this movie, please watch it. It is a funny movie that gets sadder and sadder, and then you kind of end at the movie going, wow, that was something. The Gods Must Be Crazy. This movie isn't for everybody. I get it. It almost isn't for me, but this movie is funny in the physical sense. It's nice. Please watch it. What did Jack do? With David Lynch passing, I thought it was best that I watched something of his. This was the closest and most readily available media that I had to him. It's really fun. I like to think of it as a conversation being held between 2 people holding cards of what the next person is going to say, and it was just constant like checkers, chess between these 2 characters, and it was really fun. I really liked it. Kiss of a Dragon. This came after The Crow and after Romeo Must Die, and I think this movie was trying to merge those 2 movies together, and it did not work. I did not like this movie. This movie sucked. I almost didn't finish it. A disrespect to Jet Li's martial arts. That actually truly is all the movies that I saw in January 2025. I am actively in the middle of editing this. I'll send this out as soon as possible. I'll shoot February, and I'll probably get that later on this month, and that is fine. I'm not trying to pressure myself to be in a deadline, but that's the case. See ya. Bye bye.